What up, everybody? Welcome to the very first vlog of 2020. Today I want to talk to you guys about 3 things that are going to keep us accountable in making sure that 1, we've set the real and the right goals for ourselves, and then 2 is make sure that we actually accomplish these goals. Now, guys, thank you so much for everybody that has subscribed to the channel. I've gotten some great feedback. We've got a bunch of new things happening in the channel. But with that said, I have a brand new intro for you guys. Let's go! Alright, so first off, how cool was that intro? Right? Anyways, so we're gonna do a little bit of a different format these next couple of whatever. So I promise that I'm going to deliver a vlog every single Sunday. I ain't doing no daily vlog thing. I ain't no Casey Neistat. I ain't got time for that. I'm gonna deliver a brand new vlog every single Sunday, a proper vlog. Now, I'm gonna sprinkle in, maybe like on Tuesdays, a special, Tuesdays or Wednesdays, we'll sprinkle in a special, like a tutorial or something, how to do something, you know, whatever. But anyways, today, let's kickstart this bad thing off. And today we're talking about 3 things to make sure that we stay accountable and to make sure that we are setting the right goals for ourselves for this 2020. So number 1 is the goal, or whatever it is that you have set that you want to accomplish this year or this decade. Is it real or is it fiction? Now, a lot of the times, like, we'll say, you know, one of my goals, and usually it goes something like this. I want to make sure I have $50,000 in my bank account, but you've never been able to keep a balance of over $500. You know, that's not gonna happen. So, you know what I mean? Is it reality or is it fiction? Or is it that I wanna, you know, make sure I buy this specific car? And you're like, well, my credit's not very good and I'm never gonna be, you know what I mean? Like I can wish all I want for that brand new Cybertruck, Tesla, come on, Elon Musk, you know, but it's not gonna happen. So number 1 is that goal, or is that thing that you set yourself forward to accomplish, is it reality or is it all a bunch of fiction? Is it all a bunch of fiction? Now, so think about the goals that you've set and that you've told yourself, I am going to accomplish these things. And ask yourself, is this something that could be real, or is it just nothing but wishful thinking and a lot of fiction? You know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to go to Disney World 6 times a year, but that ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? So that's not a good goal. But if I were to say, you know, I want to make sure that at least every day I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, that is an absolute reality, and you can absolutely accomplish that. Or if you tell yourself, you know what, out of every paycheck, I'm not gonna save, you know, if you get, let's just make an example. If you get paid $500, you know, you can't save 400. You know what I mean? You gotta live, you gotta eat, you gotta eat something. You know what I mean? But you can tell yourself, you know what, out of every paycheck, I'm gonna save $75, and that $75 is gonna go to the savings account that I'm not even gonna touch. I'm gonna just leave it there. I'm not connected to my checking account. I'm just gonna save it. See, that's a realistic goal. That is not fiction. You can absolutely accomplish that. The only way that this could fail is because if you let yourself fail in that, if you let yourself fall behind, if you let yourself, you know, grow complacent in that goal that you have set. So, setting realistic goals is the number 1 thing for you to go out there and say, you know what, I'm gonna accomplish this goal. I am gonna absolutely accomplish this goal. Now, before I move on to the second one, as us Hispanic people, you know, la raza, as we like to do, we don't know anything about finances. We absolutely, no. And you might tell me, I know what you're talking, I can budget, you know, whatever. No, we don't. You know, we don't grow up with our parents telling us how to balance a checkbook. It just doesn't happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my parents, they just don't teach us about finances. They teach us that the check that you get, you spend half of it, and then the rest, oh, look, you got some money left, let's go to Brahms, you know? That's the way we grew up. And it's not to hit on my raza. It's not to say that, you know, they did it. My parents did a great job raising me. You know what I mean? Like, I have what I have, and the person that I am because of my parents. You know what I mean? But la raza is not the best at teaching finances. And the best lesson that I ever learned about finances was from an old boss of mine. And I'm gonna give you this one, and take it and grab it. And if you start using it, leave it in the comments below. But I'm gonna challenge you to do this. Realistic goals and not fiction goals. I want to challenge you to whatever money that you want to set aside every paycheck, but you want to get yourself to the point where you have 3 months worth of finances. So in other words, if you get paid $3,000 a month, you want to have $9,000 minimum in your savings account. So you want to have 3 months worth of earnings in your bank account at all times. Which means if you were to get laid off, or if you were to get fired from your job, or that gives you 3 months to find another job. You see what I'm saying? So you want to have at least 3 months of income from your job saved away in your bank account. And you can start small. You can say, I want to put in 25, I want to put $20, I want to put this in. Whatever way that you want to start it off, do it. But 3 months, at least 3 months. I'm telling you, I learned that from an old boss of mine, and that's something that I've taken with me, and that's not something that I've always been able to accomplish, but I've tried, and that's a realistic goal. That is not fiction. That is absolutely something you can accomplish, and you can accomplish it within this year. You absolutely can. It's all about, a little bit of restructuring how you spend your money, maybe a little bit less Starbucks, and a little bit more of, staying at home and making your own little Nescafe or whatever you want to call it. But if you got to do it, you got to do it. So 3 months, take that and go with it. Number 2. All right. So number 2, is the goal that you're setting good for you, or is it what other people want to see in you? Is it what other people expect out of you? See, a lot of the times that we fail in the goals that we set is we fail because we wanted to make someone else happy. We didn't want to make ourselves happy. Bah, bah, bah. I know it sounds crazy, but people expect me to have the new car. People expect me to go here. People expect me to go vacation 6 times out of the year. Like, no. The number one reason why you're gonna fail at that goal that is not specific to you is because you don't love it. You gotta love that goal. You gotta love that goal to be able to accomplish it. You gotta love that goal to be able to make those sacrifices. You've gotta love that goal to be able to do it. Otherwise, if you're doing it for other people, it's never gonna happen. It's absolutely never gonna happen. So do it for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. Take your goals, go up and down that list that you made, and go through it and say, is this for me, or is this for appearances? Is this for me, or is this because I want, so-and-so to look at me this way? If it's for you, keep it. If it's for somebody else, scratch it. Take it off. Burn it. Take it away. Boom. All right. Number 3. I don't know. I keep doing that. Okay. I'll stop. Number 3. Steps and accountability. So, in other words, like we were talking about our finances, right? Because that's a big one. So if my goal is to save X amount of money, write down. Like, there's something about the human being when you write things down. Write it down. I'm going to save $20 every single day. I'm going to save $20 every single week. Every 3 days, I'm going to do this. If you write down your steps, you're going to accomplish, because what happens is we are walking towards our goal instead of just hoping that it happens. So write down the steps to accomplish each and every one of those goals that you've set yourself up to do. So writing down the steps. Now, here's another little nugget that I'm going to connect with that. As you're taking the steps, you kind of sometimes need somebody to keep you accountable. So if you're married, your wife, your husband is the perfect person to help you stay accountable. Yeah. My wife keeps me in check. Hey, we're spending too much money. Hey, we're doing this or we're doing that, and vice versa, because we have that relationship. If you're not married, find yourself a youth pastor, find yourself a senior pastor, find yourself somebody who has accomplished those things that you're trying to get to, who can help you. Now, this is the biggest mistake. Don't just go out there and find somebody that you think, oh, this person looks cool, or this person appears to be. No, actually look for somebody who has accomplished a goal that you are trying to reach. Look for somebody who has accomplished that goal that you are trying to reach. I'll give you an example. I saw an awesome YouTube video the other day, and I'm going to take that with me. And the guy was looking for a mentor, right? And he's talking about how he's trying to get his personal finances to up to $1 million. If I wanted somebody to help me reach that goal, and if I wanted somebody to keep me accountable in that goal, I'm not going to go to somebody who has $250,000 in the bank account. And that's not just to hit on that person and say, like, you don't have enough to tell me what I'm doing. But you want to get somebody who has reached that goal to help you reach that goal. Does that make sense? So in his little venture there of trying to find a mentor to get him to $1 million, he found somebody that was worth $2 million, because that person has already gotten to that level. So if my goal is to, like, let's say, lose weight, and I want to get to 150 pounds and look all swole and everything, you know what I mean? If that's my goal, I'm gonna go find somebody who had a crazy dramatic weight loss and now works out 24 days a week, and I want to find out what their motivation is. I want to find out how they did it. I want to find out how they went from 0 days to the gym to maybe 3, 4, 5 days in the gym, and what keeps them going. Those are the people that you want to keep you accountable. So find yourself somebody who has reached the goal that you are trying to get to, or find yourself somebody that's close enough to you that loves you and that's gonna tell you and keep it real. That's gonna keep it real 110%. It's gonna tell you, you know what, you're messing up here, you're messing up there. Why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? Or why don't we try it together? That's what me and my wife do. We try it together. We've set some goals for the year, and we're going to keep ourselves accountable for them. All right, so guys, that is it for this very first one for 2019. Expect a lot of new content. Again, we are going to be releasing vlogs every single Sunday and a little special nugget of something on Tuesdays. Guys, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit that subscribe bell and hit the little bell. That way you get notified every single time we upload content. Goodbye. I'm just gonna sit here until you subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Boom.